Ladies and gentlemen, Hex community of all ages, hey, how's it going? Jake Freedom coming to you live from YouTube for this week's Hex how-to. What we're going to do is we're going to look at deck building. We're not going to look at advanced deck building. We're going to look at basic deck building. Let's say if you're new to TCGs, CCGs, or whatever, and you want to get into some constructed play and you want to build your decks. You're kind of unsure of what you want to do, or how you should put a deck together, or what cards you should have, and and things like that. What we're gonna try to do here is we're just gonna give you some basic ideas of where to start, and then you can go ahead and take your deck from there, tweak it as you play with it, and see what needs to be extracted from the deck, what you maybe want to add to the deck. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go and do something what's called the Rule of 9. I've seen this a couple other times here, and it works really well. Just to get a deck started and allow you to play it, and then go ahead and tweak it from there. So let's go ahead and get started here. Let's go ahead and start a new deck, and we're just going to call this one Rule of 9. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick a shard color. In this case here, it's going to be sapphire. And we're going to pick 24 shards. So let's go ahead and get those out of the way first, because they take the longest. "24 sapphire shards." Now what you do is you go through this particular color here. Obviously this is going to be a mono deck. Go through this particular color and find your 9 favorite cards. Once you find the 9 favorite cards that you can maybe see that they might work together, pick those cards. So for example, we're going to take 4 Thunderbirds, and then we're going to take 4 Buccaneers. The Buccaneer has a little bit of a stall into it. You can bounce a troop back. Like if your opponent's playing something, you can play a Buccaneer, and then you can take that troop and bounce it back to your player's hand. And it's going to take them an extra turn to be able to get that particular troop back out again with the cost of +1. Next troop we're going to do is Phoenix Guard Trainer. This one right here, Phoenix Guard Trainer. He is an inspiration card, and he's going to give any card that comes in at the same cost or higher, he's going to give him flight. Next card we're going to do here is going to be Phoenix Guard Scout. Phoenix Guard Scout has flight already, so we'll grab 4 of him as well. And then we're going to grab Oracle Song. Oracle Song here is going to give us a little bit of card draw. So we'll take 4 Oracle Songs. And then we're going to grab Clear Sky Stormcaller. Another easy card here. It's just going to deal 1 damage to a target exhausted troop when he that's one of his activated abilities there. We'll take 4 of him. And then we're going to go ahead and grab 4 Windborn Acolytes. It's a cheap card, 1/1 for 1, and it has flight. So take 4 of those. And as you can see here, this is a very flight-based deck. The cards that don't have flight directly are going to be, the Clear Sky Stormcaller and the Buccaneer. But if you play the Buccaneer after you have a Phoenix Guard Trainer down, the Buccaneer will have flight. And then let's go ahead and take the Wizard of Silver Talon. The Wizard of Silver Talon himself does not have flight, but the Silver Talon Senator does have flight. But if you play this card after you have Phoenix Guard Trainer down, both of them will have flight. So we'll take 4 of those, and this also gives us an additional card. So we play 1 card, we get 2 cards out of the deal. And then for a simple another type of stall card, let's go ahead and grab Time Ripple. Now if you want, you could go ahead and grab Counter Magic as well. Doesn't matter, just grab 4 of some type of card. And there's what's called the basic Rule of 9. 24 shards and 9 of your favorite cards. Now you can go ahead and save the deck. Go ahead and play it, see how things work out. And then as you play it more, you might see tendencies where, oh man, it'd be really nice if I had this card, or if I just had this card in this deck, and that's where you come down. Okay, then I'll come back into my deck and I'll rearrange some things, maybe get rid of a couple Time Ripples for maybe a couple Counter Magics, Maybe get rid of a couple Oracle songs for, you know, something else. You know, maybe get rid of, you know, a couple Windborne Acolytes, and, you know, throw down a couple Air Superiorities to give you all your flight troops +1/+1, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea to do that. Now, obviously, we don't need to run 4 air superiorities. So, you know, you could sacrifice maybe taking a couple of something else out and putting in a couple air superiorities to give all your cards that have flight a +1/+1 bonus. Now, since it's going to be a flight-based deck, the champion that we want to probably select here is a champion that's going to give a card flight if it doesn't have flight already. So that would be the Feather Drifting Downriver. Go and select him. So every 4 resources you play, you can go ahead and give a card flight. So if you don't have the Phoenix Guard Trainer out and you play down a Buccaneer, but they happen to be on your 4th resource possibly, you know, go ahead and give him flight. Now he has flight. So like I said, you know, this is just a basic 101 basic how to build decks in constructed play. It gives you a real good ground level of where to start, and then you go ahead and take your deck from there. Now when it comes into multicolor decks, you know, 2 shards, that all comes down to experience and how well you know the cards and how well the cards that you pick synergize together. You know, you don't want to just pick, you know, like I said, if you have 9 cards that you picked here, you don't want to just split that in half and just go from there. If you play different colors, you kind of want the different colors to intermix with each other one way or another. It usually tends to work out best. Now, if you play 2 separate colors as 2 separate colors, things probably won't work out the best for you. So that's going to be this week's Hex how-to basic deck building. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of these videos, go ahead and click subscribe, and I'll have another video for you soon.